Yeah, this hand is pretty much unkeepable. It's fine because we're on the draw. Oh, wow. Ah, silly moto inverted buttons. Fortunately, it's not the worst kind of unkeepable ever. And fortunately, we're playing a mirror where this hand actually does a bunch of good things. You are terrible. It's okay because we'll just draw carried hit off the top right. Though if he has carried hit on the play, we're kind of in a bind. Oh, wow. That's real lucky. So great, our hand did nothing, and he gets punished. Cool. Let's see. I can take the charm is clearly wrong. The question is whether it's the Elspeth or the Ajani. I'm thinking the answer is the Elspeth, and then I can utter end the Ajani. After it doesn't really do much, even though he's drawing a bunch of cards. I'll take Elspeth. So he made a mistake there, and he was supposed to actually just draw 2 cards with that charm right there. I don't think it was really close. Yeah, that's fine. I'll accept being behind on a card so I can just play all my stuff. Yeah, see, Drino, whatever. That's a card. Yeah, he was just supposed to try and get ahead on cards because he's currently in like kind of a bind of actions. And I'm not really doing anything too threatening. And I'm not threatening a 5-mana threat for multiple turns. I think he just really should have just drawn 2 cards on the spot there. Yeah, see, Drino, whatever. I know his cards are Abzan Charm and something else. I know, actually, do I know anything? I don't think I know anything. I took Elspeth, Ajani. He has Abzan Charm. I thought he used the land that he had. Was the Heath and the Citadel. Might have another land. So, I don't really want to show Soren. I think I just want to utter end here. There was some debate over whether I cast my own Siege Rhino, but I think that taking that 4 damage is actually really costly. Another Elspeth. That's a problem. So, I think I need to make a vampire here to win. So I have to peck away at this. Yeah, I'm going to lose my Sorin. I'm not going to block so he can't Abzan Charm the... See, if he was smart, he'd send one of those at me, because I just can't block any of them. So he missed a free damage there. Yeah, this game is not going to end well for me. Obviously, I can't play a Johnny and Pump because then Elspeth kills my guy. Or not Elspeth, Abzan Charm. The other one that kills big creatures. The joys of starting off behind a Caryatid with a pretty bad hand, I guess. The hand wasn't terrible, I guess. It's just being behind the Caryatid there is a huge issue for that hand as well. Like, specifically that hand, I guess. Sure. Okay, so he has nothing. I'm locked into this play. I'm locked into that. I guess we're not in the absolute worst position possible. If he bricks off for 1,000,000 turns, we can win. But it's 1,000,000 might even be an understatement at this point. I think I have to draw a downfall for the Elspeth immediately. Oh, nope, just dead. I'll play as if I have an out, like an end hostilities or something. I can't even scoop with the scry on the stack like you used to be able to do. Man. Yeah, just dead. Can't even block enough things with the Elspeth. So the 75 card mirror was not something that I'd ever tested. And that's what it looks like that is. But that's happening. That's happening. Possibly that this, or possible that that's happening. I can cut one of those. Cut one of these. The main deck of Johnny makes me think he's the actual mirror, in which case I don't want this card. I want this so I can pressure walkers. Probably just don't want the cut if we're going to be fighting over walkers. And for the record, the reason we're cutting this card and this card is that they're bad top decks in a later game. And the assumption is that there's going to be a lot of trades. You also want Cursor because it pulls you through into these ridiculous late game board states where you're just ahead on cards. I can't cut a downfall if this is the matchup. Okay, I have a carried. Don't Thoughtseize. He has one turn to have one of like 6 untapped black sources. Oh, he's mulliganing. Okay, cool. Cool. We're very, very much in this game. I guess I should have considered whether I wanted to play more duels instead of the Citadels like Pat Chapin did at the GP, but I'm not sold that the deck can get away without the mana fixing. For what it's worth, oh, that's disappointing. I was going to make a comment about how I think people too often run out Courser as a 3-drop in matchups where you want the card advantage. I think there's arguments for like other sequencing things like playing your tap land or whatever instead, a lot more than people think. If you have the downfall, this should die. Oh, that's lucky. Can't attack. I guess I should have. That was a horrible play. I should have attacked and bluffed the Abzan charm. It's just my standard lazy, don't want to click on motos. He had the, yeah. I gave him info. Though I guess if I had the charm, I would have just drawn 2 cards rather than anything else. So I don't actually think it's relevant info. Liliana Vess. Yeah. So I can almost assure he's going to use this incorrectly. Yep, that is wrong. The right play with Liliana so much of the time is just to immediately, and I do mean immediately, minus it to find your best card. Especially because it's going to live through the courser here anyways. I think the worst card in my hand is either Rhino or a Johnny. I think it's the Rhino. So I'm drawing another 4-drop in the Sorin, so I don't really need that. There we go. I think I have to kill that card immediately. Especially because he hasn't shown double white for Elspeth yet. I really don't want him just to find more things. Well, that's a problem, because this is almost surely an Elspeth. Yep. So I need to basically hit an untapped land this turn, so that I can Wingmate Rock him. Well, not in the absolute deadest of positions. I really don't think I want this Siege Rhino. I want that guy even less, but that's not the point. Yeah, I can't attack this turn. Hopefully he doesn't have the absolute nightmare play of Abzan Charm to kill my Vampire plus my Sorin. Though I don't actually know if that's worse than just like letting me cast the rock and then putting counters on it and killing it with the Elspeth. Though I guess that would kill the Elspeth because my 3-power Vampire would hit it. For the record, the reason I didn't want the Rhino at that board state was I was just trying to find a way to kill the Elspeth without having to combat it. I think my hand is threat dense enough, especially with the Ajani, that I just don't have to worry about any of that kind of nonsense, like playing more things. Multiple Rhinos also loses a lot of value against an Elspeth that's already in play. Like, you can just minus it, kill one, and then use a real kill spell on the other. Okay. This is a problem. Yeah. So, I'm definitely casting this Courser from the top of my deck. I don't need the untapped mana next turn. My goal is going to be to land this Wingmate. Oh, gosh. This guy goes to 7? Yeah, I should just be dead here. Because I should be phasing down an ultimate. I should have played the Rhino. I didn't think about the ultimate. It's very possible I should have played the Rhino just to force the minus so that I don't die. Because if Elspeth -3s or -7s, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do to come back into the game. Especially because it grants flying? Man. I actually just like forget what the ultimate does because everyone just scoops before it happens. Yeah. It's like -7 game. Not sure why this is a terribly difficult decision. Yeah, I can't get the rock into play before he can ultimate. Yep, he throws everything at the Sorin. I gain 3 irrelevant life. He makes more guys. Yeah, and scrying with the Temple last turn didn't matter because I'd still see the same number of cards deep. So I'm not 6, 18, 20 lethal next turn. Well, that's not going to help. I'm not dead next turn. I'm almost surely dead in 2 though. I'm not going to see another card. I was trying to think if there was some way for me to get to a Doom Blast on top, and there just isn't. So I guess there is always the chance that my opponent does not opt to kill me with his 14, 21, 24. Oh, it's not lethal, is it? Maybe I should have been my guy and played the rock then. Thought he had lethal. Oh, I missed the cursor gain life. That's probably what it was. I had missed the +3. When I was counting the first time, I had missed the lifelink on the cursor. Because I thought he has 7 guys, which is 21 plus another 3 is 24, but I had missed the Sorin life gain. So technically, I'm not dead. I could have blocked these 2 with the rock and taken 6, 12, 18, gone to 9. Rhino'd up to, or not 9, it'd actually be 6. And then Rhino'd up to 9. And then still been very dead. Okay. Because the cursor would be gone, I wouldn't have another way to gain life. Well, we determined that the mirror appears to be very Elspeth oriented, unshockingly. And I definitely won my fair share of mirror matches because just a lot of Elspeths happened. Yeah, everyone at the Pro Tour just didn't want to play Elspeth. It's like the only person with more than... Yeah, I think I was the only one of, like, me or any of my opponents who had more than 2 Elspeths in their deck. Or even their 75. Turns out to be pretty good in the mirror match. Okay. Yep, dead. Good games.